I don't like yes people. I don't like people that just tell me what they think I want to hear. I want to know the truth. Everyone from my makeup to my hair people to my assistants to the producers I work with to my dancers and to the choreographers, I want them all to be good people.
Matthew Knowles must have known instinctively what it took to get to the top in show business. The idea was simple. You worked hard, you never thought of anything else, and when it seemed you couldn't work any harder, you found the strength to do so. A typical day in the life of the recently formed Destiny's Child would often involve 2 hours fitness workouts and 6 hours rehearsal time. The group's idols from black music of the past were classic acts such as Diana Ross and the Supremes, and Michael Jackson. The girls would gather round the Knowles family television, studying video footage of the Supremes or the Jacksons, learning each move in detail. By the time the girls were 15 years old, they had absorbed enough inspiration and had worked so hard at all aspects of performing on stage that they were ready to take on the music business as fully fledged professionals. Though they were young, they'd already had plenty of experience, appearing at local venues, supporting visiting acts, and making friends on the local music scene. Their air of maturity and professionalism was beyond their years. They were confident without being brash or pushy. They were polite and well-mannered. And Matthew and Tina had spent many long hours teaching them how to conduct themselves in the company of strangers. All this would add to their popularity among those they met. Each member of Destiny's Child had to turn their back on whatever a normal life might have been for a 15-year-old girl. When their friends were off to the shopping mall, a movie or a house party, the girls invariably focused instead on their work. And their dedication paid off. By 1996, Matthew had secured them an approach from Elektra Records. Though this undoubtedly gave them a boost to their confidence, it must have slipped a little when the company dropped them a few weeks later. Ever the professional, Matthew sent the girls back to working on their routines and followed up the next line of inquiry. Within a few weeks, another offer came their way. Appearances by the girls with such mainstream acts as Boyz II Men and Sisters with Voices had created a local buzz about the group. Picking up on this, Columbia set the wheels in motion to sign the girls to their impressive roster of pop and rock groups. A piece written in the Houston Chronicle had described Destiny's Child as a quartet of angels, and had gone on to say, "Don't be surprised if you see these Houston teens set the rhythm and blues industry on its ear in the next few months." It was an uncannily accurate prediction of what was to come. Having signed up for a record deal with one of the largest and oldest established recording companies in America, the girls set about gathering material for their first album. This involved a comprehensive trawl through the back pages of urban black music, drawing on the rich heritage that those who'd gone before them had created. The origins of rhythm and blues go back to the end of the Second World War, shortly followed by musicians who worked through the craze for what was known as jump blues, with its heavy emphasis on dancing and a raucous, exhilarating energy. This in turn led to the birth of the earliest rock and roll records, and inspired Elvis Presley, Little Richard, Bill Haley, and a large number of other singers and players. In the 1960s, record companies like Tamla Motown took the basic template for R&B as it was known then and sweetened it with catchy pop melodies to create a vibrant and highly influential black music scene. This allowed artists like Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross, Marvin Gaye, and Michael Jackson to find an outlet for their extraordinary talents, and to transcend the limits that an essentially conservative and often racist musical establishment would have liked to impose. By the 1970s, R&B had travelled a long way from its humble roots. Over the next 20 years, increasing sophistication robbed it of much of its original exultant energy. This was the background that Destiny's Child were working from. It was up to them to take a scene that had become stale and bland and inject it with some new, vital power.